The creatures that inhabit this planet never cease to amaze. Given some of the creatures we've found beneath the waves, it's sometimes surprising that we've only explored 5% of the Earth's oceans. Here are 10 of the scariest sea creatures that exist. Giant isopod. Despite looking like an enormous pill bug, the giant isopod is actually a crustacean. They come in brown and pale lilac and can be over 2 feet long. These bottom-dwelling creatures have been discovered up to 7,020 feet deep in the mud and clay where they build their burrows. They are carnivorous scavengers, but will attack slow-moving prey. Giant isopods have 4 sets of jaws, which are used to tear and cut apart their prey. Given the scarcity of meals in the deep, these creatures also have the ability to slow down their metabolisms to conserve energy. Sarcastic fringehead. Found off the coast of North America, the sarcastic fringehead looks like any normal fish and is fairly unremarkable. But when it's threatened, it opens its maw wide, baring its teeth. These fish are incredibly territorial and aggressive, engaging in intense battles with each other. Males use their wide mouth to fight each other. Given their small size, they are not a danger to humans, but they certainly look like they could do some damage if they wanted to. Snaggletooth. These terrifying yet tiny fish are found deep within the tropical Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Ocean. The snaggletooth can grow up to 2 feet long and are black in color. Their large mouths are filled with sharp, hooked, needle-like teeth, and it uses the bioluminescent red barbell on its chin to lure in its prey. Although it is found nearly 2 kilometers beneath the surface, it begins its life on the surface as their eggs are buoyant. Goblin shark. These frightening-looking sharks come by their name honestly, that's for sure. The goblin shark is a rare, deep-sea dwelling shark with a prominent snout and retractable jaws. They can grow to around 3.5 meters in length and use their ability to detect tiny electrical currents to find its prey. It's also one of the oldest species of sharks still alive today. Their most terrifying characteristic? They appear to detach their entire mouth from their body in order to grab their prey. Viperfish. The deep-sea viperfish has some of the largest needle-like teeth around. In fact, its teeth are so large it is unable to fully close its mouth. During the day, these saltwater predators stay deep beneath the waves at a depth of over 5,000 feet. They vary in color from black to silver to green. They can grow up to 23.5 inches long and can live up to 40 years in the wild. Despite their long lifespan in the sea, they don't do well in captivity. When captured, viperfish only tend to live for a few hours, so researchers are unable to study them for very long. Anglerfish. While male anglerfish are quite small and unremarkable, the females are the stuff of nightmares. With large, sharp teeth and an enormous mouth, the female anglerfish uses a bioluminescent lure attached to her head in order to attract her prey. The strangest thing about these horrifying deep-sea fish, however, is their mating habits. The male anglerfish becomes attached to the much larger female fish and dissolves until there is nothing of him left except for sperm-filled sacs that the female can use to impregnate herself. She can do this to multiple males in order to have her pick of the litter as well. Northern stargazer. Found in the waters near the eastern United States and beyond, the northern stargazer is a burrowing fish using sand to camouflage and hide itself. They move between the shallows and the deep salt waters of the world in search of food. Its wide mouth resembles a horror movie version of a zipper, and its protruding eyes give it a frightening appearance. While hidden beneath the sand, the stargazer, given its name as it appears to be always looking upwards, waits for its prey to pass over. When an unsuspecting fish swims by, the stargazer springs out and uses jolts of electricity to stun its prey before devouring it with its giant mouth. They are also somewhat dangerous to humans if stepped on, as their venom can produce an electric shock. Barrel eye. The freakiest of fish seem to be deep-sea dwellers, and the barrel eye is no exception. While they're not as terrifying as an anglerfish or goblin shark, their transparent heads are a little unsettling. They are also known as the spookfish and live in the tropical waters of the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans. Despite their forward-facing appearance, the barrel eye fish's eyes are actually upward-facing and barrel-shaped, hence their name. They do not have tunnel vision, however, as they can rotate their eyes within their transparent heads to see all around them. Gulper eel. Also known as the pelican eel due to its large pelican-like mouth, the gulper eel is a deep-sea fish rarely seen by humans. This fish's mouth is actually larger than its body, which can grow up to 6 feet as it becomes unhinged in order to swallow its prey whole. Their pouch-like lower jaw has no body mass behind it, so their heads look disproportionately large. Despite being called an eel, they are actually only eel-like, as they use their whip-like tail to move through the water. They use a bioluminescent lure on the end of their tails to attract their prey. Giant squid. Anyone that has ever read Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea has had nightmare images of giant squids coming up from the depths at least once. Little did we know that these terrifying creatures could actually exist. While they may not be quite as large as the one Verne imagined, they can grow up to be 18 meters in length, roughly the same size as a 6-story building. Despite being the stuff of legends for years before scientists only managed to capture one in 2006, it weighed nearly a ton and had eyeballs that were 10 inches in diameter. They most certainly live up to their name. Well, folks, we don't think we'll be going in the ocean anytime soon. How about you stay nice and safe and watch another video here on The Richest? We've got plenty to offer on our page, and hey, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new content. Thanks, and bye-bye.